Hello and welcome to today's episode of Switch Mania. I am Clarence and I am here to bring you all the latest and greatest news on Nintendo Switch eShop sales. With so many amazing games being released, it's the perfect time to be a Switch owner. In this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the newest and hottest games that are currently on sale. So whether you're a seasoned gamer or just starting out, be sure to stick around for some great deals and discounts. So sit back, grab your Switch, and let's dive into the world of Nintendo eShop sales. First of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch our video. Your support means a lot to us and we appreciate it greatly. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more great content like this. We post new videos almost every day, and you don't want to miss out on any of the exciting news we have planned. Plus, when you subscribe, you'll be the first to know when we go live or when we have a special announcement. First on our list is Yoku's Island Express. Yoku's Island Express is a charming side-scrolling pinball adventure game set in a beautiful world filled with quirky characters and creatures. Players control Yoku, a dung beetle on a quest to save the island of Mokumana from an evil force. The game blends traditional platforming with pinball mechanics, creating a unique gameplay experience. Players use Yoku to guide the ball through various levels and challenges, collecting items and freeing creatures along the way. The game's graphics are colorful and whimsical, and the music is an upbeat and cheerful accompaniment to the adventure. Overall, Yoku's Island Express is a fun and quirky game that is sure to provide hours of entertainment for players of all ages. Paradise Killer. Paradise Killer is a unique and captivating game that blends elements of mystery, adventure, and detective work. Players take on the role of the exiled detective, Lady Love Dice, who is tasked with solving a murder mystery on the tropical paradise island of Paradise. The graphics are stylish and colorful, featuring a futuristic retro aesthetic that sets the tone for the game's quirky and offbeat storyline. The gameplay revolves around exploring the island, gathering evidence, and interviewing suspects to piece together the truth behind the murder. The game also features a fantastic electronic music soundtrack that enhances the overall atmosphere of the game. Overall, Paradise Killer is a must-play for fans of detective games and those looking for a unique and innovative gaming experience. Next up, Monster Sanctuary. Monster Sanctuary is a charming monster collecting RPG game that takes players on a journey to explore a vast world filled with fierce creatures and mythical creatures. The game's combat system is a blend of turn-based strategy and tactical action, requiring players to think carefully about their moves and the strengths and weaknesses of their monster team. The monster collecting aspect is well executed, allowing players to capture, train, and evolve a wide variety of creatures, each with their own unique abilities and skills. The graphics are colorful and vibrant, bringing the world to life, and the sound design is spot on, adding to the overall immersive experience. Overall, Monster Sanctuary is a highly enjoyable and addictive game that is sure to keep players engaged for hours on end. My Time at Portia. My Time at Portia is an engaging life simulation RPG set in a whimsical post-apocalyptic world. The player takes on the role of a builder who moves to the charming town of Portia, tasked with repairing and rebuilding the community. With an abundance of activities to keep players occupied, from crafting and farming to fishing and exploring, the game is overflowing with content. The beautifully designed world and its inhabitants are charming and endearing, and the crafting system is deep and rewarding. The multiplayer mode offers the chance to play with friends, making the experience even more enjoyable. Overall, My Time at Portia is an excellent game that provides players with a rich and immersive experience. Next is Yooka-Laylee. Yooka-Laylee is a 3D platformer game developed by Playtonic Games. The game takes players on a fun and nostalgic journey, reminiscent of classic platformers from the 90s such as Banjo-Kazooie. Players control Yooka, the chameleon, and Laylee the bat as they embark on an adventure to stop the evil capital B from absorbing all the world's books. The game features colorful, vibrant worlds with plenty of challenges to complete and collectibles to find. The controls are tight and responsive, making the platforming elements of the game a joy to play. However, some puzzles and challenges can be frustratingly difficult. Overall, Yooka-Laylee is a great addition to the platformer genre, offering a fun and nostalgic experience that will appeal to fans of classic platformers. Next up, Greak, A Memories of Azur. Greak Memories of Azur is a captivating indie game that combines elements of platforming, puzzle solving, and adventure. With its charming hand-drawn art style and atmospheric soundtrack, the game transports players to the magical world of Azur, where they must help Greak reclaim his lost memories. The platforming elements are well designed, with challenging puzzles and obstacles that require careful navigation navigation. The world is full of secrets and hidden paths, encouraging players to explore and uncover all of its mysteries. The narrative is engaging and well written, with emotionally charged moments that bring depth to the characters and world. Overall, Greak Memories of Azur is a beautifully crafted game that offers a rich and immersive experience for players of all ages. Super Magbot. Super Magbot is a fast-paced platformer game that will test your dexterity and reflexes. You play as a robot that has to navigate through challenging levels filled with hazards, enemies, and obstacles. The graphics are vibrant, the music is upbeat, and the controls are tight. The game is challenging but not so difficult that it becomes frustrating. The game is well designed, with various obstacles that require creative solution and quick reflexes to overcome. Overall, Super Magbot is a well-polished game that provides a fun and challenging experience for platformer fans. The levels are well designed, the controls are tight, and the overall presentation is top-notch. If you're looking for a fun and challenging platformer, Super Magbot is definitely worth checking out. Next is Overcooked Special Edition. Overcooked Special Edition is a quirky and challenging cooperative cooking game that can be enjoyed by players of all ages. With fast-paced multitasking gameplay, players must work together to prepare dishes, deliver them to customers, and keep the kitchen clean. The graphics are charming and whimsical, and the soundtrack adds to the overall lighthearted atmosphere of the game. The levels are well designed, with increasing difficulty that requires communication and coordination between players. The game supports local and online multiplayer, making it an excellent choice for a fun night with friends or family. Whether you're a fan of cooking games or just looking for a fun and lighthearted challenge, Overcooked Special Edition is definitely worth checking out. Next up, Cake Bash. Cake Bash is a delightful multiplayer party game with focus on food fights and silly minigames. The game has a colorful and charming design, making it enjoyable to watch as well as play. You can play as different types of desserts and pastries and compete in various challenges that range from simple races to more strategic battles. The controls are intuitive and the minigames are well designed, providing a good challenge without feeling too difficult. Whether you're playing solo or with friends, Cake Bash is a great game for anyone looking for a fun, light-hearted party experience. With its simple yet addicting gameplay, it's a must-play for fans of multiplayer games and anyone looking for a good time. Paradise Marsh. Paradise Marsh is a colorful and imaginative platformer game that takes players on a journey through a whimsical marshland filled with interesting creatures and challenges. The game features charming graphics and smooth animations, making for a visually appealing experience. The controls are responsive and easy to pick up, making it accessible for players of all ages. The objective of the game is to navigate through the marsh, collecting items and solving puzzles while avoiding obstacles. The game's difficulty increases as players progress, but it never becomes too frustrating. Overall, Paradise Marsh is a fun and light-hearted platformer that provides an enjoyable escape from reality. Next is BioShock The Collection. BioShock The Collection is a remastered bundle of the classic BioShock series, including BioShock, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. The game takes place in a dystopian world where players must navigate and survive the consequences of their choices. The remastered graphics bring the beautifully designed environments to life, and the engaging storyline will keep players hooked until the end. The collection also includes previously released DLC, providing even more content for fans of the series. With its compelling narrative, gripping gameplay, and stunning visuals, BioShock The Collection is the must-play for fans of first-person shooters and storytelling games. Next up, Borderlands Legendary Collection. The Borderlands Legendary Collection is the must-have for fans of the popular Borderlands series. This collection includes the first 3 games in the series, remastered for modern consoles, offering players an immersive and thrilling experience. The humor, style, and unique art style that Borderlands is known for is present in this collection, giving fans of the series a chance to relive the adventures of the original games. The gameplay is fast-paced and challenging, allowing players to use an arsenal of weapons and gadgets to take down their enemies. With cooperative multiplayer options, players can team up with friends to take on the challenges of Pandora together. Overall, the Borderlands Legendary Collection is a fantastic compilation that is sure to satisfy both new and veteran players of the series. PGA Tour 2K21. PGA Tour 2K21 is a golf simulation game that offers a realistic and immersive golfing experience. With stunning graphics and smooth gameplay, the game transports players to some of the most beautiful courses in the world. The game has a wide range of customization options variations, allowing players to create their own unique golfer and swing style. The My Player mode allows players to create and train their golfer and compete in various tournaments. The game also features several game modes, including PGA Tour events, 4-player online matches, and challenging scenarios. The game has a robust club and equipment customization system that allows players to fine-tune their golfers' abilities. PGA Tour 2K21 is an excellent golfing game for golf enthusiasts and casual players alike. The game's fun and challenging gameplay combined with its realistic presentation makes it a must-play for sports game fans. Next is XCOM 2 Collection. XCOM 2 Collection is a remastered version of the popular turn-based tactical game XCOM 2. The collection includes the base game as well as 4 DLCs: War of the Chosen, Resistance Warrior Pack, Anarchist Children, and Alien Hunters. In the game, players take on the role of the commander of the XCOM organization and must lead their forces against the alien invasion. The gameplay mechanics are solid, with challenging and satisfying battles, strategic base management, and a deep research tree. The graphics have been updated and the overall presentation has been polished, making it a great experience for both old and new fans. The collection is a great value for anyone looking to dive into the XCOM series, or for fans looking to relive the experience with improved visuals and additional content. Next up, OlliOlli World. OlliOlli World is a fast-paced side-scrolling skateboarding game that brings a fresh take to the genre. Players take on the role of a skateboarder navigating through a whimsical cartoon world filled with obstacles, tricks, and stunts to perform. The controls are intuitive and easy to pick up, but challenge comes in mastering the many tricks and combos to score big points and reach new heights. The graphics are vibrant and colorful, with a retro-inspired aesthetic that adds to the game's charm. The soundtrack is also a standout, with an upbeat and energetic score that keeps the action feeling lively and intense. Overall, OlliOlli World is a fun and challenging game for skateboarding fans and a great addition to any game library. Now I have some exciting news to share with you all. According to my analytics, 88% of you who have watched my videos are not subscribed to my channel yet. Can you believe that? That's a huge number of viewers who are missing out on all the new content I have in store. I understand that there's a lot of great content out there, but I promise you won't regret subscribing to my channel. From gameplay highlights to in-depth reviews, I bring you the latest and greatest on the Nintendo Switch scene. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and become a part of this amazing community. I'll be sure to keep the content coming and I can't wait to see what you think of it. Tales from the Borderlands. Tales from the Borderlands is a story-driven point-and-click adventure game set in the popular Borderlands universe. Players control 2 characters, Riz and Fiona, as they navigate a world filled with quirky characters and dangerous obstacles. The game's writing is top-notch, delivering a humorous and thrilling experience that is sure to keep players engaged. The voice acting and animation are also impressive, bringing the characters to life in a unique and entertaining way. The decision-making system adds depth to the story, allowing players to shape the outcome of their journey. Tales from the Borderlands is a must-play for fans of the Borderlands franchise, as well as anyone looking for a fun and engaging point-and-click adventure. Next is Sid Meier Civilization 6. Sid Meier Civilization 6 is a turn-based strategy game that allows players to build and lead their own civilization from the Stone Age to the modern era. The game offers a vast array of options and customization, giving players the ability to choose the direction their civilization will take. The graphics are stunning and the user interface is intuitive, making it easy to navigate and understand the various game mechanics. The game's AI is challenging and opponents will often provide a good fight, making every game feel unique and exciting. Additionally, multiplayer options allow players to compete against friends or other players online, adding a whole new level of enjoyment to the game. Overall, Sid Meier Civilization 6 is a must-play for fans of strategy games and anyone looking for a game that will keep them entertained for hours on end. Next up, Shu. Shu is a charming and whimsical platformer game that is sure to delight players of all ages. The game features vibrant and colorful graphics, a quirky and lovable cast of characters, and challenging but accessible gameplay. Players take on the role of Shu, a young character tasked with navigating through a world filled with danger and obstacles to save his friends. The controls are tight and responsive, and the level design is expertly crafted, offering a smooth and enjoyable experience. The soundtrack is also worth mentioning, with a fantastic score that perfectly complements the whimsical and light-hearted tone of the game. If you're a fan of platformers or simply looking for a fun and enjoyable gaming experience, experience, Shu is definitely worth checking out. Cozy Grove. Cozy Grove is a relaxing and charming life simulation game where you play as a spirit scout, tasked with helping lost souls find peace on a haunted island. The game features a beautiful hand-drawn art style and a heartwarming soundtrack that sets the perfect mood for exploration and adventure. You'll spend your days helping the residents of the island by completing tasks, gathering resources, and discovering hidden secrets. The game's core mechanics revolve around managing your time, resources, and energy levels, making for a satisfying and well-balanced gameplay experience. The cast of characters is diverse and lovable, each with their own unique personality and backstory, making you want to help them all. Cozy Grove is a game that's easy to pick up and hard to put down, making it a great choice for players of all ages who are looking for a charming and laid-back gaming experience. Next is The Legend of Tianding. The Legend of Tianding is a 2D action platformer that takes players on a journey through ancient Chinese mythology. The game is set in a beautiful hand-drawn world and features fast-paced combat and challenging platforming. Players control Tianding, a legendary warrior on a quest to defeat powerful demons and save the world. The game is filled with gorgeous landscapes, mythical creatures, and epic boss battles that will keep players engaged from start to finish. The controls are tight and responsive, and the soundtrack is atmospheric and fitting. The Legend of Tianding is a must-play for fans of platformers and those who appreciate traditional Chinese culture. Next up, Vigil, The Longest Night. Vigil, The Longest Night is a beautifully crafted 2D action platformer with an engaging storyline set in a mystical world. Players control the protagonist, a young warrior named Lyra, on a quest to save her people from an evil force known as the Darkness. The game features challenging platforming segments and intense combat, with a unique magic system that allows players to wield various spells and abilities. The hand-drawn graphics are stunning, with vivid environments and fluid animations that bring the world to life. The sound design is also noteworthy, with atmospheric music and sound effects that immerse players in the game's world. Overall, Vigil, The Longest Night is a must-play for fans of the genre, offering an engaging and memorable experience from start to finish. Dimension Drive. Dimension Drive is a unique side-scrolling space shooter game that offers a challenging and fast-paced gameplay experience. The game's central mechanic is the ability to switch between two parallel dimensions, which adds an extra layer of strategy to the game. The graphics are visually appealing and the soundtrack is enjoyable, adding to the overall immersive experience. The game features a variety of enemy types and boss battles, along with multiple difficulty levels, giving players a reason to come back for more. The game's storyline is engaging, with a well-written narrative and interesting characters. Overall, Dimension Drive is an enjoyable game that offers a unique twist on the classic space shooter genre and is definitely worth a try for fans of the genre. Next is The Bug Butcher. The Bug Butcher is a fast-paced 2D arcade-style shooter game that challenges players to defend their ship from an infestation of deadly bugs. The gameplay is simple but highly engaging, requiring quick reflexes and precise aim. The game features retro-style graphics, tight controls, and intense pulse-pounding action. Players must use a variety of weapons, including machine guns and laser beams, to blast their way through waves of bugs and reach new levels. The game is short but sweet, with a high replay value that makes it easy to keep coming back for more. If you're a fan of classic arcade games or just love a good shooter, The Bug Butcher is a must-play title that will have you hooked from start to finish. Next up, Framed Collection. Framed Collection is a collection of two award-winning noir-inspired puzzle games, Framed and Framed 2. The games challenge players to rearrange comic book panels to change the outcome of the story. The unique game mechanic and stylish visuals create an immersive and engaging experience. The collection also includes a new feature allowing players to switch between both games seamlessly. The collection offers hours of challenging and entertaining gameplay. The sound design and music are fitting for the noir genre and add to the overall atmosphere of the game. Framed Collection is a must-play for fans of puzzle games and noir storytelling. Next is Crown Trick. Crown Trick is a turn-based dungeon crawler with a unique and captivating art style. Players control a young heroine as she navigates a mysterious and dangerous kingdom filled with traps and obstacles. The game's mechanics revolve around strategic decision-making and puzzle solving, as players must make use of the environment to overcome challenges. The combat is challenging but fair, with a variety of abilities and weapons to unlock as players progress. The game's story is engaging, with a well-written narrative that will keep players invested from start to finish. Overall, Crown Trick is an excellent game that offers an enjoyable and satisfying experience for fans of the genre. The beautiful art style, challenging gameplay, and engaging story make this a must-play for anyone who enjoys turn-based RPGs. Next is In Other Waters. In Other Waters is a unique and atmospheric exploration game that puts players in the role of an AI operator helping a stranded xenobiologist on an alien planet. The game's hand-drawn art style and moody soundtrack creating a captivating underwater world to explore, while the AI interface adds a fresh twist to the traditional exploration gameplay. Players must navigate the ocean, collect samples, and communicate with the xenobiologist to uncover the secrets of the planet. The game's focus on story and atmosphere make it a great choice for players looking for a more immersive experience. Overall, In Other Waters is a beautifully crafted and thought-provoking game that is sure to captivate and intrigue players. Next up is Neocab. Neocab is a narrative-driven adventure game set in a futuristic world where all human-driven taxis have been replaced by autonomous vehicles. You play as Lena, one of the last human drivers, as she navigates the city, taking on various fares and uncovering the truth behind the disappearance of her friend. The game features an innovative dialogue system that allows players to express their emotions and shape their conversation in real time. The graphics are stylized and vibrant, and the soundtrack is fittingly atmospheric. The storytelling is engaging, the characters are well developed, and the gameplay is simple yet satisfying. Overall, Neocab is a unique and thought-provoking experience that explores themes of trust, identity, and technology in a compelling way. No Longer Home. No Longer Home is a story-driven game that takes you on an emotional journey. The game features an endearing art style, a thought-provoking narrative, and unique puzzle mechanics. The player takes on the role of a young protagonist who sets out on a journey to find his missing mother. Throughout the game, you'll encounter various characters and obstacles that help to flesh out the story and add depth to the world. The puzzles in the game are engaging and challenging, and they are integrated seamlessly into the story, making the overall experience all the more immersive. If you're a fan of narrative-driven games and enjoy solving puzzles, No Longer Home is definitely worth checking out. And last but not the least, Genesis Noir. Genesis Noir is an experimental adventure game that takes players on a journey through the universe to stop the Big Bang from happening. The game features a unique art style with a focus on black and white sketches that bring the game's world to life. Players control Noman, a watchmaker who must navigate through various levels and solve puzzles in order to save the universe. The game's narrative is complex and thought-provoking, and the puzzles are challenging, requiring players to think outside the box. The game's soundtrack is also a standout, with a haunting and atmospheric score that perfectly complements the game's narrative. Genesis Noir is a unique and captivating experience that is definitely worth playing for those who enjoy experimental and thought-provoking games. I hope you enjoyed this video showcasing the latest Nintendo eShop sales. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment below letting me know which game you're most excited to play. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.